Hi guys, welcome. My name is Donna. I'm going to be taking you through your mat Pilates flow today. We're not going to need any props for today. It's totally optional if you want to add a band or some weights, but you definitely don't need them. We're going to get started at the back edge of our mat in child's pose. So open your knees nice and wide, sit back onto your feet and walk your hands all the way out. Letting your forehead rest down on the mat, take a big inhale through your nose. And a big exhale, push the air out like you're blowing air out of a straw. Inhale, filling all the way up, breathing into your back and the sides of your body. And exhale, feel your side body get smaller as you push the air out. 2 more, in through the nose, creating space between your ribs. And out through the mouth as you close the space. Last one, your deepest breath in, fill all the way up. And your deepest breath out, push all of the air out. Take one more big inhale, and on your next exhale, shift your weight forward onto your hands and knees. Find your tabletop position. Inhale, arch your belly, lift your head and look up. Exhale, round your spine, press into your palms, separate your shoulder blades nice and wide. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look down. 2 more, big inhale. And exhale. Last one, your deepest breath in. Lift from the top of your head, roll your shoulders back and away. And push the air out. Press into the earth with your palms. Separate your shoulder blades, round your spine. Meet me back in a neutral spine. We're going to start with the right arm extended forward, left leg extended back. Exhale, float the arm and the leg up. Thumb is pointed up to the ceiling. Pause here. Make sure that you have your left hip down. You're not opening up through that left hip. And you're pulling up from your belly button so you're not arching your back. On your exhale, you're going to round your spine and crunch. Right elbow, left knee. On your inhale, you're going to extend it out. Find your neutral spine. Exhale, round and connect. Elbow to knee. Inhale, extend it out. Make sure you're pausing with that neutral spine and you're not arching to get height with your leg. So your leg is only going as high as you can get it while maintaining your core, which means it's going to be in line with your hip. You're basically forming a straight line from your fingertips all the way to your toes. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. You're here for 4. Inhale, extend. For 3. Inhale, extend. Last 2. Inhale, extend. On 1. You're going to extend it out and hold. Pulse your arm and your leg up for 10. 9. You should feel this in your left glute. Squeeze your glute to pulse it up. You're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee, plant your palm down on the mat. Left arm extends forward, right leg extends back. Thumb is pointed up to the ceiling. Float the arm and the leg up. Exhale, we round and connect, elbow to knee. Inhale, we extend it out. Exhale, round and connect, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend it out. Round and connect. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, we're checking in with that right hip. Make sure you're not opening out to the right side. Last 3. Exhale, round and connect. Inhale, extend. For 2. Inhale, extend. Last 1. Extend and hold. Pulse your arm and your leg up for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. You're pulling up from your belly button and not arching your back. Last 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee, plant your palm down. 1 more cat-cow. Inhale, arch your belly, lift your head and look up. Exhale, press into your palms. Separate your shoulder blades nice and wide. Come back to a neutral spine and then just walk your knees through your hands. Extend your legs out long onto the mat in front of you. We're going to take a big inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Pull up from your belly. English, pull up from your belly button as you exhale and dive forward over your legs. Reaching for your toes, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings and your low back. For 3. For 2. On 1, round it all the way up. Now we're going to find a tall spine to start. Arms are coming to shoulder height. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, and as slow as you can, lower down to your mat, one vertebrae at a time. Try to squeeze your legs together, drive through those heels, but if you need more stability, open your legs a little bit wider and keep driving through those heels. When your head touches your arms, reach up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, your arms lift up above your chest. Tuck your chin, peel yourself up, and we're going to keep our spine rounded the entire movement. So we're lifting one vertebrae at a time. Spine stays curved, reaching for your toes, but we don't touch them. Scoop it forward, and then we're rolling back one vertebrae at a time, touching your low back, your mid back, your shoulder blades, and finally your head. Inhale, your arms sweep up. Exhale, your arms lift up above your chest. Tuck your chin and peel yourself up off the mat, reaching for your toes and lowering back down one vertebrae at a time. Two more just like that. Inhale, your arms sweep up. Exhale, we dive it forward, keeping the curvature in your spine, reaching for your toes and lower it back down. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it forward and lower it all the way back down to your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead and just get a nice full body stretch, reaching through your fingertips and your toes. We're moving on to our core. If you would like, you can add ankle weights onto your ankles, but you definitely don't need them. I'm gonna scoot up so I'm not hanging up off my mat. We're gonna meet with our legs in tabletop. Arms are reaching up overhead. We're gonna exhale, crunch your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Lower your arms to your sides. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, crunch. Make sure you're pulling up from your core and not with your neck. Inhale, reach. So your head is just following the rest of your body. I'm really just thinking about squeezing, pulling my ribs down toward my hips to lift my upper body. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch for 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 4. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Inhale, lower. Check in with your legs. Make sure you have 2 90-degree angles for 2. And make sure your knees are not dropping into your chest or they're stacked over your hips. Last one like this. Inhale, lower. This time when you exhale, you're going to crunch and place both palms on your knees and then press into your knees as hard as you can. Press your knees back into your chest for 2, 1. Inhale, release, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, crunch, hands come to the knees, press for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch, press for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. We have 7 more. Exhale, crunch, and press for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. Make sure you're lifting with your core, not with your neck for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. Last 5. Exhale, crunch. Knees are pressing into your chest. Palms are pressing into your knees. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Core is in a neutral position. Inhale, lower. Last 3. Exhale, crunch. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower. We're almost done. Exhale, lift. These are so simple, but so painful. You should be shaking as you press. Last one. Exhale, crunch, press for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Now, your right palm is going to go onto your left knee, or rather, just above your left knee on your thigh. Left hand is extending up to the ceiling. Right leg is moving. Left arm is moving. Exhale, crunch your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. I want you to actively press into that left knee with your right palm. Inhale, extend your left arm up overhead. Extend your right leg straight. Exhale, bend it back in through center. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, extend your arm, extend your leg. Exhale, bend it back in. Check in with that left leg. Make sure that you have a 90-degree angle. You're not just letting your foot drop. And you're always pressing into that knee with your right palm. We're here for 4 more. Inhale, out. Exhale, bend it in. Head, neck, and shoulders are lifted, but you can always lower them down to the mat if you need a little bit of a breather. Inhale, out. Exhale, bend it in. Last one. Inhale, out, and hold. This time we're going to move with a straight arm, straight leg. So exhale, right leg lifts, left arm lowers. Inhale, Right leg lowers, left arm lifts. So arm and leg move in an opposite direction, holding here. We're opening out to the side. Left arm goes to the left, right leg goes to the right. Come back through center. So we lift the leg, lower the arm, lower the leg, lift the arm, open out to the side, and come back through center. You can always rest your head. It's the same movement. Reach to the side and center. Lift the arm, lift the leg, lower the arm, lift the leg rather. Lower the leg, lift the arm, and open to the side. I don't know why I'm saying rather today. I'm sounding super proper. I never say that. Reach it out and open to the side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Open and center. Last 4. Lower. Open and center. For 3. Lower. Open. Center. For 2. Lower. Open. Center. Last 1. Lower. Open, center, and hold. Head, neck, and shoulders stay lifted or lower down onto the mat. Both arms reach up overhead. Legs stay in the same position. You can always lower your right leg if you need a little bit more support. Try to keep that right leg lifted. We're going to exhale, crunch. Reach both fingertips under the left leg to touch. Inhale, lower it back down. Exhale, crunch and lift. Inhale, lower. Try to keep your legs lifted, but you can also lower your leg. And when you crunch, lift that right leg just slightly off the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 4. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 2. Inhale, lower. Use your breath. Last 1, hold. Pulse the reach forward. Pulse your crunch up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees into your chest. Oh, we have that over to the other side. Take a quick breather, take a sip of water. If you need, drop your knees from side to side. We're going to get right into it. Lifting both legs to tabletop. This time your left palm is going just above your right knee onto your thigh. Right arm is moving, left leg is moving this time. Inhale, reach your right arm up overhead. Extend your left leg long. Exhale, bend it back in. And remember, you're always pressing into your right leg with your left palm. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale in. Maybe you try to float your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Inhale out. Exhale in. You're here for 4. Exhale, bring it in. For 3. Exhale, bring it in. For 2. Exhale in. Last 1, hold it out. Straight arm, straight leg. This time, left leg lifts, right arm lowers. Left leg lowers, right arm lifts. We open out to the side and come back through center. Lift the leg, lower the arm, lower the leg, lift the arm, out to the side and center. We lift, lower, side, center. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, side, center. For 4, lower, side, center. For 3, lower, side, center. For 2, lower, side, center. Last 1, lower, side, center, and hold. Head, neck, and shoulders come down. Both arms reach up overhead. That left leg stays floating, or we lower the left heel down to the mat. Exhale, crunch your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Reach both fingertips under your right leg. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead and lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, crunch and reach. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch and reach. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 6. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 5. Make sure that you have your left knee over your hip and you're not dropping it, your right knee over your hip, and you're not dropping into your chest. Last 2. Exhale, crunch and lift. Inhale, lower. Hold it forward on 1. Pulse the reach forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees back into your chest. Place one hand on either knee and draw big circles with the knees going away from each other for 3. For 2. Last 1, reverse the direction for 3. For 2. Last one. Hug both knees in. Take anything else that you need to release your core and your low back. And when you're ready, we're just going to roll onto our left side. We're going to meet with both knees stacked on top of each other. Right palm is down on the mat. Left forearm is down on the mat. I want you to check in with your upper body and make sure that you're always pressing into your elbow and your forearm so that you're not sinking down into your shoulder. You're actively lifting up out of it. Your right palm is pressing into the mat. We're going to exhale, press that right knee back. Keep your toes connected. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, lower. Make sure when you're pressing back, you keep your hips dialed forward. So don't roll back to create more space. I keep my hips forward. If you need to place your hand on your hip to keep it forward, press back and close. We're just squeezing that right glute and then closing it back down. Exhale, open for 4. Inhale, close. Exhale, open for 3. Inhale, close. Exhale, open for 2. Inhale, close. Last one and hold. We're going to add on a little combo. Keep the height of your right leg. Extend your right leg straight at the knee. Bend your right leg back at the knees. Toes come together. And we close. Exhale, open, straighten, bend, and close. Open, straighten, bend, and close. Open, straighten, bend, close. Check in with your upper body. We're not sinking down into our side body. We're lifting up with our obliques and we're keeping our hips dialed forward. We're not rolling back. Last 2, open, extend, bend, close. Last 1, extend, bend, and close. This time we're gonna add on. You can stay doing the same movement, or when you open the knees, you're gonna press and lift the hips up, hold, extend, bend, and lower. If you need more stability, you can also grab a block and place it underneath your right hand so you can reach the mat a little bit better. And lower. We open the hips, extend, bend, and lower. We're here for 4, extend, bend, and lower. For 3, extend, bend, and lower. Exhale as you lift for 2, extend, bend, and lower. Last one, extend and hold. We're pulsing that right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, your right toes come down to the mat. So the big toe side of your foot is down. Both your right hand is pressing into the mat. Your left forearm is pressing into the mat. We're going to lift the left knee, pull the left knee into your right elbow. Left knee comes down. Right leg lifts, right leg lowers. Left knee in, left knee down, right leg lifts, right leg lowers. You can also have your hip down. Pull your left knee in, left knee down, and then lift your hips and lower your hips. Left knee in, left knee down, lift your hips, lower your hips. Or you keep your hips floating, left knee in, left knee down, lift the right leg, lower the right leg. Last 4, lift and lower. For 3, down, lift, and lower. Knee in for 2, down, lift, lower. On 1, hold your knee in, pulse it in, or pulse that right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips down to the mat. This point, your shoulders should be on fire. We're lifting up onto our palm. Left palm is down on the mat. Restack your knees if they came a little crazy. We're reaching our right fingertips all the way over to the right side. Get a nice stretch. And then reach your right fingertips up and over to the left side as you press into your palm and lift your hips. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift your hips, lift. Inhale, your hips lower. Exhale, lift for 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 4. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Inhale, lower. Make sure that you keep your shoulders rolled back so that when you lift, you're not rounding forward. Last one, hold at the top. Your right arm is going to sweep all the way around and right palm is going to come down to the mat. Option to keep your hips lifted or lower your hips down to the mat. We're bending the elbows, lowering the chest, pressing and lifting the chest, and coming back the way we came. So we lift the hips up, lower the palm. If you're keeping the hips lifted, you lower, lift, reach the right palm all the way around and over. I'll show you again with the hips down. We lift the hips, palm comes down, lower the hips, lower the chest, lift the chest, sweep the arm back and around. You can also do the same movement, keeping your hips down the entire time. Palm comes down, lower your chest, lift your chest, reach your fingertips forward and all the way around. Do the variation that feels best for you. We lower, lift, and circle back around. We only have 4 more. Reach your arm all the way up and over. Palm comes down, lower, lift, and circle back around. Last 3. And when your palm comes down, try to hug your elbows in so you use your triceps to exhale, press and lift, and reach it back around. Last 2. Palm comes down, lower, lift, and reach it back around. Last 1. Palm comes down, lower, lift and hold. We're keeping our palms down on the mat. Step back with your left leg. Step back with your right leg. Your right is crossed underneath your left. We're in this high plank position with crossed legs. We're pressing our chest up and back. And then instead of just shifting your weight forward, I want you to round your spine, press into the balls of your feet and roll forward, and then find your high plank. Pull up from your belly button, press it back, and then round and roll forward 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, press it up and back, and round and roll it forward. If you need a little bit more of a rest here, then I want you to press back to a child's pose and then press forward to your plank. So do the same thing, but instead of pressing back to a pike, you'll press to your child's pose. We're only here for 3 more. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, roll it forward. For 2, exhale, up and back. Inhale, roll it forward. Last 1, exhale, up and back. Inhale, roll it forward and hold. We're pulling our left knee in, left leg steps back. Left knee in, left leg back. For 4, in for 3, in for 2, in for 1 and hold, adding on. Left knee comes down, left arm lifts, right leg lifts, straight arm, straight leg. Left toes come down, right toes come down, left palm comes down, and we step it back out to the high plank. So left knee pulls in, left knee comes down. Left arm lifts, right leg lifts. Left arm lowers, right leg lowers. Left leg steps back. Left knee in and down. Straight arm, straight leg, reach through your fingertips and your toes. Come back down to the mat and step it back. Pull it in, reach it out, pull it in, and step it back. For 4, out, in, and back. I really want you to make sure that when you find this tabletop position, you're pulling up from your belly button. Same thing we did in the warm-up. You're not reaching your arm and your fingertip up so that you're arching your spine. You're reaching them forward and back, creating length, a straight line from your fingertips to your toes. Pull it in, reach forward and back, and plant it down. Last 1, in, forward and back, and hold. We're moving on to a different variation. We're pulling elbow to knee, same thing we did in the warm-up. Inhale, extend it out. Round and connect, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend it out. Elbow to knee. Inhale out. Last 3. Inhale out. Check in with your hip. Make sure that you're keeping your right hip dialed down. Hips are squared off with the mat. Last 1, we're going to add on little combo. Connect elbow to knee. Extend it out. Plant your left palm. Plant your right toes. Tuck your toes under. We're pressing our hips up and back. Reach that left leg up, 3-legged. Shift it forward. Your knee comes down. Lift the arm, lift the leg. We round and connect, elbow to knee, nice and slow. Extend it out. Lower your fingers, lower your toes. Press into your palms, lift your hips, extend your left leg back, shift your weight forward. Left knee comes down to the mat. Left arm, right leg, reach, round and connect. Left elbow, right knee. Extend it out. Left palm down, right toes down. Left leg goes high to the sky. And we shift it forward. We're almost done on this side. We extend it out. Connect. Extend. Plant. And press it back. Try not to rush here. I want you to really feel each muscle that you're using as you move through the moves. So you're squeezing your glute as you reach your fingertips, crunching your core, squeezing your glute as you extend it out, planting your foot, pressing up and back, feeling it in your shoulders, and then pulling it in using your core. Last two, out, round, extend, down, up and back. Last one, out, round, extend, down, up and back, and hold. This time we're shifting our weight forward. Pull your left knee in. Left knee just stays in. Inhale, tap your left knee down to the mat. Exhale, pull your left knee in, round your spine. Inhale, tap. Exhale, in. Inhale, tap. Exhale, in. It's the last push. You're here for 5. Whew. Exhale, in. For 4. Exhale, in. For 3. Exhale, in. Last 2. Exhale in. On 1, hold it in, pulse your knee in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Make sure your gaze is at the mat in front of you. You don't do what I just did, which is look down at your knee. Last 2, 1, plant your knee down. So what I was just talking about is instead of looking down, which I was just doing, so you see my spine is no longer in a straight line, you want to make sure your gaze stays up at the top of your mat. We all make mistakes. I do it all the time. That's why it's nice to take other people's classes, because they remind you of the things that you forget about when you're just focused on moving your body. Let's take some cat-cows and release before we move on to the other side. One more. And one more inhale. Back to neutral. You guys can just flip over onto your right side. I'm going to turn around so that my back is not facing you. We're lying on our right side. Right forearm is down on the mat. Left palm is pressing into the mat. Your knees are stacked on top of each other. Make sure that they're in line. And we're keeping our hips dialed forward. So I'm not sitting back. Hips are forward. Make sure that your elbow is underneath your shoulder. If it's too far away, you're going to be dumping into your shoulder. So find this position first. Get yourself the correct setup. And then press your left palm into the mat. Exhale, you're going to press your left knee back, keeping your toes connected. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it back. Make sure you're squeezing your glute at the back of the movement. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it back and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, back for 5. Exhale, squeeze at the back. Make sure you're not rushing the movement. Exhale, back. Inhale, close. Last 2, squeeze your glute, and then lower. Last 1, and we add on. Exhale, press it back and hold. Keep the height of your left leg. Extend at your left knee, bend at your left knee, and then close. We press it back and hold. Extend, bend, and close. Check in with your upper body. Make sure that you're still pressing into your elbow. You're using your obliques to keep your upper body from drooping down. And check in with your hips. Make sure that you're still keeping them dialed forward. You're opening and squeezing your glute, not rolling your hip back. Extend, bend, and lower. Last 3. Exhale, press it back. Extend, bend, and lower. For 2. Extend, bend, and lower. Last 1. Extend, bend, and lower. Now we add the optional hip of the hips. Now we add the optional lift of the hips. We're going to press into our palm, press into our forearm, lift the hips, press the knee back, extend the leg straight, bend, and lower. Press and lift, extend, bend, and lower. Exhale, lift. Extend the left leg straight, bend at the left knee, lower the hips. One piece at a time, we lift and press the leg back, then extend, then bend, then lower. So make sure you're not rushing it. We're here for 4 more. Extend, bend, and lower. For 3, extend, bend, and lower. Last 2, extend, bend, and lower. On 1, we're holding the lift, extend and hold, pulse that left leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your hips lifted, left foot comes down to the mat. We're pressing into our palm, pressing into our forearm. Lift the right knee, pull the right knee in, right knee comes down, left leg lifts, left leg lowers. Or your hips are down, your knee pulls in, knee comes back, hips lift, hips lower. Knee in, knee back. Maybe when you lift your hips, you also lift that top leg and lower. Or you keep your hips lifted, knee in, knee down. Leg lifts, leg lowers. Knee in, knee down, leg lifts, leg lowers. For 4, down, lift, lower. For 3, down, lift, lower. For 2, down, lift, lower. Hold it in on 1, pulse your right knee in for 10, 9, 8. If you have your hip down, you're pulsing that top leg up. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips down onto the mat. Press into your right palm to lift your chest all the way up. Realign your knees. Make sure they're stacked on top of each other. We're reaching through those left fingertips all the way up and then press into your palm. Lift your hips as you reach your left arm up and over. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, when you lift, make sure that you keep your shoulders pulled back. Imagine you're squeezing a penny in between your shoulder blades so you're not rounding forward as you reach. And lower. Exhale, lift for 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 4. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 1 and hold. We're reaching that left arm all the way around. Left palm comes down to the mat. Inhale, lower your chest. Exhale, lift your chest and then circle it back around this side. It's definitely harder. Or you keep your hips down the whole time, arm circles all the way around. Find the mat with your left palm. Lower your chest, lift your chest, and circle that left arm all the way around. Or we do half and half. We lift the hips, find the mat, lower the hips, lower the chest, lift the chest, and circle it back around. Or we do the full lift, palm comes down, lower, lift, and circle it back around. We're here for 4 more. Palm comes down, lower, lift, and circle it back around. For 3, palm down, hug those elbows in as you lower, use your triceps, and circle. Last 2, palm comes down, lower, press to lift. Last 1, palm comes down, lower, lift and hold. This time we're stepping out with the left, step out with the right, right knee, right leg crosses under your left. Find your high plank with your legs crossed. We're pressing our hips up and back. And then shifting it forward, roll it forward to your high plank. Pull up from your belly button as you press your hips back. Find your pike. And then pull up from your belly button and roll forward, rounding your spine until you find your high plank. Exhale, hips go high. Inhale, roll it forward. And remember, you can always press back to a child's pose and then press it forward to your plank. So you bend your knees, lower them down, press it back, and then shift it forward. You'll just have a cross of your knees or a cross of your ankles in your child's pose. We're only here for 3 more. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, roll it forward. For 2. Inhale, roll it forward. Make sure you're finding your high plank every single time before you press it back for 1. Inhale, roll it forward and hold. This time the right leg, right knee is pulling in, right leg steps back. Right knee in, right leg back. For 4. For 3. Gaze is at the mat in front of you for 2. On 1, right knee pulls in, right knee comes down. Left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Left hand down, right toes down. Right knee steps back. Right knee in, left arm forward, right arm forward, left leg back. Sorry, you guys, I'm having trouble with left and right today. And step it back. Right knee pulls in and down. Right hand reaches forward, left leg reaches back. Right palm comes down, left toes come down, and step it back. Make sure that you're still being conscious and pulling up from your belly button. You're hugging your ribs together so you're not letting them flare out. As you reach through your fingers and through your toes, you're reaching forward and back, pulling up from your belly button, squeezing that left glute before returning your fingers and your toes to the mat and stepping back. Pull it in, squeeze your left glute, reach it out, plant, and step it back. Last 3. Reach, plant, and step it back. For 2. Reach, plant, and step it back. Last 1. Reach and hold. We're rounding, connecting elbow to knee, and extend it out. Elbow to knee, and extend. Exhale as you connect elbow to knee. Inhale as you find your neutral spine. Squeeze your left glute, reach through your fingertips and your toes. Exhale, round and connect for 5. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and connect for 4. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and connect for 3. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and connect for 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and connect for 1. Inhale, extend and hold. We're planting our left toes and right palm down on the mat. Press into your palms, lift your hips, reach your right leg high to the sky. Shift it forward, right knee pulls in and down to the mat. Reach your right hand forward, left leg goes back. Round and connect elbow to knee. Extend it out. Plant the palm, plant the toes, press it up and back, and pull it in. Right knee down, right arm reaches forward, left leg reaches back. Right elbow, left knee. Extend it out. Plant the palm. Press it up and back. Pull it in. Knee down. Right arm forward, left leg back. Elbow to knee. Extend it out. Plant and press it up and back. We're here for 4 more. Pull it in. Knee comes down. Inhale, extend the fingers, extend the toes. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend it out. Plant the palm, plant the toes. Press it up and back. Shift it forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Plant. Press it up and back. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Plant. Last one, hold. Pull your right knee into your chest and hold. We're tapping our right knee down to the mat and then press. Exhale, pull it in, round your spine. Inhale, tap. Last push. Close your eyes if you need to and keep going. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Last 3. Last 2. Hold it in on 1. Pulse your right knee in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant both knees on the mat and press it back to a well-deserved child's pose. Let your forehead rest down on the mat. And just catch your breath here for a moment. Maybe you interlace your hands behind your back and press your arms up and over, opening up through those shoulders. On your exhale, inhale, lower your hands down to your low back. Exhale, press your arms up and over. One more, inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower, and roll it all the way up to your tall seat. We're going to swing our legs around. Left leg stays down on the mat. Right leg is crossing over. Right knee is pointing up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist over to the left side. Right elbow hooks to the outside of your right knee. Did I do this the opposite way? I did. I lied. We're reaching up and we're twisting over to the right side. Our left elbow hooks to the outside of our right knee. Holding here for 3. Inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to twist a little bit deeper for 2. Last 1. Inhale up through center and we twist over to the left side. Both palms come down to the mat. Lower your chest for a counter stretch. and press it right back up. We're just, heel toe or feet out. Try to stack your knees as much as you can. Inhale, reach both hands up to the ceiling or the sky. And walk your hands forward, forward fold over your legs and just enjoy the stretch here. You should feel it in the back side of your right leg. For 3. For 2. On 1, roll it all the way up, opposite side. Right leg is on the bottom. Left knee is pointing up. Your left foot comes to the outside of your right leg. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist over to the left side. Right elbow hooks to the outside of your left knee. Holding here for 3. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, twist a little bit deeper for 2. Last 1. Come back up through center, inhale. Both palms come down to the mat, counter stretch. Exhale, press to lift. Heel toe, your feet out, stack your knees as much as you can, walk your hands out and forward fold. This time you'll feel the opening in your left hip. Take 1 more big breath in. On your next breath out, roll it all the way up. Take anything else that you might need, and we are done with the hard part. Good job, you guys. That one was not easy, and it just proves that we don't need equipment to have an effective workout. I did just want to mention that I'm hosting a retreat for a day here in Miami on November 8th. So if you've always wanted to go on a retreat, but traveling isn't necessarily within your means, it's going to be a retreat for a day at a hotel in Miami Beach. I have all the information on my Instagram, and I'll post the information down below. Because you're joining me from YouTube, you do get a discount off. So I hope to see you guys there. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see next, I love seeing your comments, and let me know where you're tuning in from. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.